Hello, this is Victor at Mercedes.com. Today I'm gonna work on this amplifier. Now this amplifier came from a vehicle that I purchased recently, and we're gonna look at somebody's rebuild. So this amplifier was worked on, and let's just take a look at the details here, how it was done, and what was done, and what's going on here, and why it's still bad. Now it's bad again. All right, let's take a look. First things first, we all know, first thing is focus, obviously. Okay, here's the first thing. So now we all know that capacitors in these amplifiers, this is from the S-Class 140 chassis. It's a 94 to 99. That's the version, because this is different version from the one that I usually work on. It's slightly different design, okay? And capacitors on these also go bad. So let's take a look at the board. As we look here, we have damages already happening here, because whoever did this amplifier did not bother to replace this capacitor, but they replaced this capacitor. They replaced this capacitor. They didn't replace this capacitor. So it's like weirdest thing ever. Somebody did selective capacitor replacement. You don't go selective, you just go all out, all of them. These were not touched, although this one was touched. This one seems to be original. It's like, how do you do this? I don't know. Same situation here. These seem to be all replaced, because as you can also see, somebody put these little beds in here. And they would put these chips in there to see, I guess they blew. Well, that can happen if capacitors go bad. And yeah, this is very bizarre situation. Like, this one is replaced, this is original, right? It's like, how do you do this? I don't know. These are replacements. Oh, this one is not, this one is original maybe. I cannot even understand, because see, I don't do this like this. I replace them all. All capacitors at once. No point of selecting them, because you did one capacitor there, you did one capacitor here, it's still leaked out. This one leaked out now. So what's the it's just no. Also, the acid electrolyte wasn't cleaned up, and there is a possibility for electrolyte to keep eating up into the board. So that's obviously not right. Now, this board was not clicked in all the way. That side, this side was clicked in all the way. So if I can do it with one hand, I'll try. Just to, there goes. And it's still glued on the other side. Yeah, slightly glued, because there is a pad on the bottom that keeps this board glued up to the bottom. Okay, come on now. I'm doing it with one hand, so bear with me. Just want to show what I see before. Okay, that fell off. So what have we here? Soldering on this side doesn't look too terrible. Now we see, let's take a look here. Let's see off the bat. I see a jump right over here. So this board was damaged by electrolyte. Another little jump here. This piece right here, this is pretty much eaten away. The acid is eating it away. This one, oh my goodness, this one is destroyed. Yeah, this is pretty much eaten away. Same here. See, when you don't do this right, this is what you end up with. It might work for a little bit of time, but at the end, it's gonna fail. Let's take a look at this channel. Yeah, so we have this acid leaking. This is replacement capacitor, by the way, so I guess it leaked through, and maybe this one is leaking right now, which is original capacitor. So yeah, I have an idea where this amp was rebuilt. The charges, they charge way less, but this is what you receive. This is what you end up having, because full rebuild is expensive. It's not cheap. but all capacitors are done, all of these boards are cleaned up, and now I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna redo it all. I just probably gonna even replace capacitors that were installed. I'm just gonna replace them all on this board. I'm not certain yet on this board because it's my own car, so it's not a customer's amplifier. If it would have been a customer's amp, all of these capacitors would also be replaced. These are a little more involved because they have this glue all around, so this is tough to get the hot glue out. But you know, if I want this amp to live long time, I would go for it. I would replace capacitors on this board. But first I want to do this, because I know that this board operates. I just want to do this primary board first. Once it's done, then I'll move on the secondary board. Because if this board is dead, why do I have to do this board? So then I'm gonna ditch the amplifier. I'm gonna figure out the other amplifier. I'll find something. I have a bunch of these amps laying around. I can mix and match the boards. I even have one of these, I think, somewhere. This is just from the coupe, from the two-door vehicle, 142 door. It's tuned slightly different, just very little, slightly different. And connectors are different on 140 coupes and 4 doors. But it's not a big deal. I mean, it can be mixed and matched anyway. All right, so this is it. Just wanted to bring this, I guess, into light, like cheap rebuild versus expensive rebuild. This is what happens. All right, this is it. Victor here, RestoringMercedes.com. Thank you for watching. I'll move on rebuilding, repairing this board right now. Thank you for watching.